biggest question I've been asked over the last few weeks, but nobody wants to admit that they're asking the question, is how do I create content for my website, videos, blog posts or whatever, when what I sell is a little bit boring? Now I'm sure that what you sell isn't boring at all, but just in case you find yourself in a situation where it might be, here's some ideas. Okay, so let's start with the first premise, and it's this. No product is truly boring. Somebody is interested in it, somebody is wanting to buy it, somebody somewhere needs what you have, else you wouldn't be in business. So step one is this. Go onto Yahoo Answers and type in some questions around what you do, or maybe not questions, maybe just some keywords around what it is that you'll do. And you'll find that amongst the billions of questions that are asked on Yahoo Answers, there'll be people there asking things about what you do. And you'll notice underneath those questions that there's people answering them as well. Now, one tip is that you need to be there answering those questions anyway, but those answers you could turn into video posts, blog posts, and that kind of stuff as well. So that's step one, go to Yahoo Answers. The second tip I have is to work out what's topical in your industry right now. I'll give you an example. Friends of mine who are looking at renting at the moment have spotted and have been confused by the fact they need a guarantor to guarantee they pay. Now I don't fully understand that, but I've heard it from 3 or 4 people in just the last few weeks, including my hairdresser, funnily enough. So if people are asking for it, if you're an estate agent or if you're a letting agent, why aren't you creating content around it? Okay, I'm sure you know the answers to why you need a guarantor if you do that. So create a video, create blog content, and guess what? If people find you answering their questions, then they're more likely to come to you when they need your help and they want to pay some money or they want to rent a house or whatever it is. So I hope that makes sense. Look at what people are talking about in your industry. And the thing to bear in mind is that you know too much. I guarantee whatever industry you work in, you know too much. I know too much about what I do compared to the people who really need what we do, who know too little. So you want to bridge that gap. But let's say you find out what's topical, but you don't have the confidence to stand in front of a camera or create it, or you haven't got time, then you can always ask an expert. And I guarantee you'll always find people who say they're experts in one thing or another. So find an expert and just interview them. Sit face to face, get a camera or get a notepad or whatever you do. Ask them and they'll give you the content. Or maybe even better, ask your customers. Why did they buy from you? What challenges do they have? And record what they say and just publish it as a blog. There's tons and tons and tons of ways you can do this. So don't get stuck. Don't get stuck thinking about what am I going to do? How am I going to plan it? Just get on with it, do it, publish it and see what happens. Now, number 3, have a look at what other people are doing creatively. I came across this video a couple of days ago for a flower company and didn't expect someone who just puts together flowers and makes them look pretty to do something like this. Okay, so you'll notice they've had over 20,000 views on that YouTube video, which is a lot more than they'd get if they said, here's our flowers. They thought creatively about what they were going to do, how they were going to communicate, and it comes across well. Now, you can also, with YouTube, put a button down the corner to say, see how these were made. And I've noticed they've had a couple of thousand people do that. And then right at the end of the video, they give a coupon and a voucher code to say, buy these flowers here. And I've no idea how many have done, but I'm guessing it's more than would have done if they'd have just shown these. So, think creatively, look what other industries are doing, and apply this to your business soon.